Hey guys, today's tip comes from a question asked by Thad. Thad says, do you have any tips or tricks you can share in using a stitch groover? I've messed up more than one piece of work with a wayward stitch groove. Oh my gosh, haven't we all been there? And so frustrating. You get done, put a bunch of tooling into something, and then you go to make your stitch groove, and you're going, and one comes off the side like that, and now we've just put a groove where we don't want it into our leather. All right. I've been there, and oh, it's frustrating. First, we're going to talk about two different styles of stitch groovers here, and then I got a couple tips to show you how to run either of these and really help so we don't have that wayward stitch, but we get a nice deep groove right where we want it and when we want it. So these two different styles, these are both adjustable stitch groovers, and adjustable meaning the width of the groove, so how far in from the edge is that groove set. Now there's this one here, the blade is fixed in the middle, and then the adjustment comes from this guide here. So this one is a quick adjust one, we kind of loosen that, and now our guide can slide in and out, and then we just simply tighten that set back up there. Okay, this one just needs a tool. You need a little flat screwdriver, and you loosen that screw on the end, and then this blade itself, because that little hole there at the end, that's your actual cutting edge there, that slides in and out to set that distance there. Either one you use, the concept is still the same. We want to have inward pressure against the guide. So on this one, our guide is that solid piece of metal right there. On this one, our guide is the nickel, this round center post there. So that's going to push up next to the edge of our leather. Same thing here. That guide is going to be up next to the edge of our leather there. Your pressure inward is going to help it from coming out. Now, we don't necessarily have to put a bunch of pressure down, so you never see my finger on the top of this tool. It's always here on the side, keeping that in, keeping my handle in line with the direction I'm going here. If we get turned, now our guide and our blade are off a little bit, shortening that distance from what it should be, and it's not going to cut right. So our pressure down on that blade actually comes from rotating that tool a little bit. So I'm pushing in to the side against my guide, and I'm rotating that tool with a little bit of a twist action there, and that's what's putting the downward pressure to actually cut through our leather there. Now, same thing when we're using this, our inward pressure with our guide, and our down pressure by rotating that, watching my angle that I have here, so I'm tipping that up to where my blade can cut, and that pulls right around there. Now what happens around curves? Very simply, keeping that tipped up, keeping my pressure in, I'm going to rotate my leather and this handle around, taking my time so I don't pull off of the edge of it. Okay, same thing down on that point. Come there, I can stop a little short, turn back around, pulls that there. Now, if you're not deep enough with your line and you just pull kind of light, you can always go back and go over that again. You shouldn't really be able to cut too deep with these. So once you get the hang of it and get used to it, now we can come, and there's nothing more satisfying than trying to get all the way around a project with a continuous stitch groove. It doesn't make it any better or worse. I could do that in a whole bunch of little cuts like we did around this one, or one continuous one. There's just something oddly satisfying about getting one little strand out of that. But now with those few little tips, you should be able to confidently go around any piece of work and know that you're going to keep those stitch grooves right where you want them. We're not going to deal with grooves that run off the edge and have to panic about what we can do to fix that, which there's not a lot to do actually other than dye the color in there. But that keeps them where they want to be. So whichever style of stitch groover you choose, that's a few tips that are going to help you keep those stitch grooves where you want them to be. So I hope this helps. If you enjoy tips and tricks like this, be sure to check out the other videos on our playlist here. If you want more tips all around packaged together in a course, we do have links for those as well. But we appreciate you letting us be a part of your leathercraft journey, and we'll see you in the next video.